Hello, welcome to another Stardew Valley cooking stream where I forget to change the text. Knew I was furious. Okay, hello. I'm cooking all of the foods in Stardew Valley. I have sunglasses on my head. That is what that weird thing is. Um, so that is what I'm doing, and I'm doing red plate. This one is going to be probably pretty short, and I'm gonna kind of just wing it, because I had red cabbage and they had radishes at the farmer's market. And I was like, that's what I need. Let's figure this out. But I did not have a strong vision of what this food actually looks like. I'm gonna also probably make it and then end stream and then finish cooking the rest of my dinner because this is not gonna be my entire dinner. Um, but we shall see. Okay, the rules of my challenge have to use all of the ingredients listed in the game. Can add any other ingredients that, as long as they are not available in the game Stardew Valley. Um, I was like, oh, maybe you could do like some like pomegranate seeds on this, and I was like, well, can't do that because pomegranate is in Stardew. As much as possible, create the recipe myself. I don't know. Oh my god, I have such a farmer's tan. That's really quite stark on the camera and was not as stark. I was putting on sunscreen this morning. Okay, 4, as much as possible, use sort of fancy ingredients, mainly like gotten from the farmer's market or foraged or things like that. As much as possible, take inspiration from the in-game images and descriptions. As much as possible, try to make them actually tasty. And have fun. That's my plan. I'm making red plate, which is full of antioxidants. It involves a red cabbage and a radish. I have some thoughts, have some ideas. What I'm making for dinner, awesome, uh, is like barbecue tofu, and I'm probably also going to make some cornbread with it. I have a couple of thoughts. My first thought is that this could be like sort of a like coleslaw situation. The cabbage and the radish. Like, I guess not a coleslaw because I can't use mayo. I do have sour cream. I feel like that's not really in the spirit of it. Um, yeah. So one option is to like just slice this. Another option is to cook it in some way. I think I do want to cook it. I think I want to cook the cabbage. What I'm trying to decide is whether I want to also cook the red onion that I got. It's red. Let me also get out cutting board. So my thought was to cook the cabbage and perhaps the um onion also in like soy sauce and maybe a little bit of hot sauce and some lime juice. I'm also just gonna kind of cut some of the edges off here that are a little bit wilted on this here cabbage. Take the take the outside off and where it has previously been cut. Um, and I will be left with a chunk of cabbage that is still nice, and also is sort of an amount that I feel that I can use to eat. Um, yeah, and I think doing some cooking does make sense also because there is a separate radish salad. So if this was just a radish salad, like it would be that one, I think, is sort of where I'm at. Okay, I going to use this pan, even though that's probably also what I will end up using for my uh, tofu to cook. Um, I'm gonna I'll turn this on and slice up. I'm thinking I'm gonna do just not use oil on this because oil is not an ingredient, so I can't use it. But I think rather than substituting butter, I'm gonna um put this in a bowl. Forget that's my board. Um, I think I'm going to cook some of the onion with it, and also have some that is just uh like to garnish. Um, I'm struggling with this onion. Strunion the onion. Is this anything? Uh, actually turn that because this is gonna take me. I am gonna explode. I think is what's happening here. Come on. Gotta say, I think maybe when I made the what is it that I made that was like had also red ingredients. I don't remember. Um, but whatever it was, I was like, this is more red than what's in the actual red plate. And I stand by that. Like, red cabbage, that's purple, baby. Even in Stardew Valley, it's not like they like have a very red sprite for it. Like, that's purple. And like red onion also. Okay. Cutting a couple slices off, putting those aside. I think I'll slice this rather than like mince. I think that will go with the bird shape now. Now that we're not so actively struggling, we can actually uh, get this open. Um, or got the old onion eye. Ah, that's how they get you. Ah, actually, this whole thing. Stupid is. I would say I might also save a little bit of this onion to. Actually, probably will. I only cook like half of it here, and I'm probably gonna cook the other half like with my Tofu. Okay, you are good. So what I'm gonna do is put some liquid on the pan. We're just gonna wing this sort of liquid. We got soy sauce. We got lime juice. We got no ginger because that's not allowed because there's ginger in Stardew. I'm gonna throw a little bit, throw a little hot sauce on that bad boy. Mix this up if I can get my thing spatula, and then I'm gonna put onion in there. Split split up the little slices. And then while this is going, I'm gonna wash and slice up these radishes. Um, Probably this handful of them is gonna be sufficient. Ah, getting stuff all over the place. Getting soy sauce in my pan that I'm gonna put cornbread in. Ah, okay, yeah, I do have more radishes. I feel like I had something that I was thinking I might use them for this week, though. And I guess we should also get out a plate. That may help. This plate will be the plate that I use. Okay. Um, it's probably good to add the cabbage. I think I'll probably need to increase the amount of sauce that I'm making now that this cabbage is in here, but that's fine. I should also figure out what other kinds of sort of seasoning I want to throw on here. Besides just doing a little more soy sauce, I'll do a little more lime juice. I feel like, well, I'm making more of the whole sauce. Throw a little more sriracha on here. It smells like lime. Um, it's not very surprising on account of there's lime. I'm gonna make pad thai later this week. Um, and I feel like the hot lime smell always reminds me of pad thai, even if pad thai doesn't super smell like it. I feel like it's more of a peanutty scent. And also I feel like mostly the lime is happens at the end. Um, I also think that probably it works better if the cabbage is kind of like lightly cooked. So after I slice up these radishes, I honestly probably will mix it around in the pan again and then probably just be done, and that will be the red plate. Um, Alright, let's see. Let's take a little tasty of this. Let me snag onion and cabbage. Okay. Lost. Get out of town. There we go. Okay. Yeah, seems good. Okay, cool. Here we go. Red plate. Are you ready? And I'm gonna throw a little bit more raw onion. There we go. Plate has been read. I will try and snag a little bit of everything. I think this is, yeah, there's all of it on here. This is like fine. Um, I do think it'll be, well, I was gonna say I do think it'll be good with barbecue tofu, but it's really not particularly a matching flavor profile. I don't know. The crunch is nice for sure. Definitely like, I don't know. Honestly, maybe this is something that's like it is cooked and I should put it in the fridge and then eat it cold. Like I feel like that would maybe go well. I feel like also it very much is a side. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I mean I'm like, okay, I've checked the box of making a red plate. There we go. Um, prob honestly probably not a food I'm gonna make again without a particular occasion to. Sorry, I'm just like really distracted by my farmer's tan. Um, it's worse on this side. It's like a stark line on this side, and here it's more of like a gradient, at least. Wow. Um, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go make the rest of my dinner. We're done here. There we go.